Hey Bible lovers, I'm Tim Nichols, and I'm here to bring you your Nichols Worth. And today from Resurrection Rebinds, I did what to a Skylar? I had it rebound. I have my NKJV Quintel rebound. It formerly had the black goatskin cover with the red liner, but I wanted something a little different, and I had never tried rebinding one before, so I gave it a shot. And as you can tell, I had Neil make it to mirror the original Quintel. Now, Neil calls this British Tan, but this is actually the name for it on Seidel's website and on Rocky Mountain Leather's website is Natural Double Shot. Now, one really cool thing about this leather is just like the waxy Badalassi pull-up is when you scratch it, that's all you have to do is use your finger to rub it out and it heals itself. Now, I wouldn't go putting huge scratches on this, but as you can see, it works pretty good. Now, make sure that you order the right color because if you go looking on Seidel's website or you try to order it from another rebinder, you want to make sure if you like this color, you order the natural. If you want the British Tan, this is what Seidel and Rocky Mountain Leather calls British Tan, and you can see it is a lot darker, and you can also see why Neil does not call this British Tan. There's nothing tan about that. That's more of a burgundy look, but I wanted to show you this just in case so that you're not confused. This is Skylar's British Tan. You can see it's in the same family. It's not exactly the same color, but it's in the same family. So just wanted you to kind of see why he calls this British Tan and to make sure that when you order it, you order the right color if you like this cover, especially if you use a different rebinder. But now a couple details. Number one, look at that perimeter stitching. Absolutely beautiful work on the perimeter stitching. In fact, Neil is one of those that I struggle to find where he does the singe mark. As a matter of fact, I found it on this one and I can't find it right now. That's how hard it is to detect. Look at those ribbons. Big, long ribbons. Now, if you don't like them long like this, they're very easy to snip and singe, but I actually prefer a rebinder to leave them longer so that I can determine how long I want them. I'm going to leave these alone, so yeah, check that out. It's almost the length of the Bible. That's kind of comical. But then let's look at the spine work here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 raised hubs. I absolutely love his logo. Really beautiful work on the logo. Everything's nice and centered. That is just some stellar work. Nice and deeply stamped so it's not going to rub off real easily. And then the tool work on the cover. We have a perimeter tool line like you have on most full gap Bibles. And of course the Jerusalem cross is centered to the tool line as God intends because that's where it goes. And this is a semi-yap. Perfect. Oh, this is just so perfect. Look at those measurements, just spot on all the way around. I don't mind a full yap on a thinner Bible like this, but I really prefer that semi-yap. So now, just so you can see the liner, check this out. This is a sheepskin liner. And just to give you an idea of what sheepskin will feel like, even though you can't feel through the camera, just look how squishy and just how soft that is. And then look how thin it is compared to the cowhide. So you can see a difference in the thinness. It's skived a lot thinner, just really soft. And you could almost use this as a blanket all by itself. It's really felty on this side, very, very pretty. This is a dark brown. One thing that Neil does that is amazing, that I've never seen anyone else do, is he also uses the lambskin on the end sheet. I'm going to show you why that's important in a minute, but I also want to show you this is another important design, is where the edge line tab doesn't go to the edge and it's very thin. The reason it's very thin is because it gets rid of that edge line hump that I'll show you in just a second. But when he doesn't go all the way to the edge, check it out. It gives you a nice clean look there. Sometimes when you take the edge line tab all the way up to the edge, it makes that look really fat and sloppy. This thin edge line tab and this sheepskin makes this page very heavy, so it's very easy for it to lay flat once you get past it. So you get past the dedication page and all that, and look, we're on the title page, the copyright page, table of contents, but by the time we get to Genesis, look at that, perfect, perfect flat. Matter of fact, let's go all the way to Genesis 1. And you can see, without any effort, that is laying flat, flat, flat. One thing is check this out. When you see all that just laying perfectly flat on the bottom, you know that's some good work. This one he did a flat spine. On some of his other Bibles, he actually does more of a curved spine like this. And the disadvantage of a curved spine is it does leave that hump a little bit, even though this one actually has no trouble laying flat either. But when you have a flat spine, look at this. When you get to the middle, there is zero hump there. That is just beautiful. And again, this is the NKJV Skylar Quintel. This is the CSB Skylar Quintel. So same design, same Bible. And you can see that hump in the middle is more significant. Number one, because the edge line tab is flatter, and also because there is a little bit of a slight curvature to that spine. So that flat spine really helps. So this has red letters, really nice. It's the 28 GSM French Indopaque paper. And then let's go ahead and get to the maps. Look at that. All the way into the maps, and we are having zero trouble getting this thing to lay flat, even past the concordance. That's remarkable for a rebind. One last little thing to show off is those corners. Absolutely gorgeous corners. He doesn't skive them down, so it really creates those big, nice, fat pleats, and also that gilt line going all the way around, hugging that lip where the cover folds over the liner. One quick look at the overhead view so you can just see how beautifully this thing lays. That is some good work. So Neil, amazing job on this rebind. If you want a rebind done, he is, number one, he's a veteran. Number two, his measurements are precise. Number three, his lead time is actually pretty reasonable for a veteran. And number four, he's going to do you a phenomenal, clean job. God bless you. Keep calm. Jesus on. This is your Nicholas Worth.